All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi Not Life. My name is Adewale Bouke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to take a break from the Carjack Assassin universe. Going into this episode 179, I'm going to talk about Voltron. I've been waiting a good minute to get to Voltron. You know, I had to get the Carjack Assassin universe popping with the good guys, the heroes, the Carjacks. So once I finish with this Voltron episode, guess what's coming next? The Assassins, led by Lord Sanusi. You know it's going down. But first of all, we got to get into this Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Voltron is one of the greatest cartoons ever created, man. Anything that spawned 5 objects coming together, you better thank that Voltron. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, I got these new glasses on. I'm feeling pretty awesome wearing them. I want to try them out on the show. Why not? You know what I mean? So that's going to be our show today. Before we get into this podcast, we want to thank our sponsors and pay some of these bills. This Television podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, that's Tigler.com. Don't wait, search today. That's Tigler.com. As I stated before, Tigler, the most awesome search engine out there, owned and operated by Mr. Adetaya Buke, who's one of the best CEOs out there. And he's got this amazing search engine, allows you to find all kinds of professionals, from nurses to contractors to landscapers to babysitters to caregivers. You name it, it's on there. If it's professional, it's on there. And they're located in 2 locations right now. They're in California, in the Long Beach, California area, but they're also in California, and they're also in Virginia, in the Great Falls area in Virginia as well, but also all over Virginia. So that's Tigler.com, y'all. Excuse me. Tigler.com. As stated before, you know, it's one of the best search engines out there. It's helped me to grow Sinus Vision. Let me tell you, our YouTube channel is thankful to Tigler and vice versa. I think Tigler is also grown too because of the connections to Sinus Vision, the various platforms that we have on social media platforms. So it's always great when you have 2 great companies coming together to form Voltron. See, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So that's what's going on. That's Tigler there, Tigler.com. Don't wait, search today, Tigler.com, and find your awesome professional. And then also too, the Sun Vision podcast is brought to you by Anadel Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Like Anadel Foot and Ankle, make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. As I stated before, always wear each one of these custom authorities and every pair of boxers that I wear. And since I have my own footwear line now, I only put them in custom authorities. But I've been foot pain free for 8 years, thanks to the great Dr. Nusode, the best foot specialist in the galaxy. That's why I said it, in the galaxy. Not the world, but in the galaxy. So if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, or in the Frisco, Texas area, you want to go to Anadel Center, go see Dr. Nusode and let him make your feet happy again. Because trust me, nothing worse than walking around in foot pain. If you got foot pain, you can't do nothing. But you got to get rid of the foot pain. So AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. AnadelCenter.com for details. And don't forget, both companies, both Tigler and Anadel, have their YouTube channels coming. Anadel Center's already got their YouTube channel up, so check it out. Follow them, subscribe so you can get new episodes. They got all kinds of cool stuff there, talking about foot issues, foot techniques, how to make your feet better. You got to definitely get on there. And then, of course, Tigler is coming with their YouTube channel as well to explain how finding a professional and what you should be looking for in a professional. So those are awesome things to talk about. Hey, it's great to join forces with amazing companies, man. Tigler, AnadelCenter.com. And can't forget, remember what I said before, Anadel has officially said that Batas, my footwear, will become the official shoe on their website. You know how great that is to have the #1 foot specialist in the Dallas, Frisco, Texas area, soon to be the world, telling me that my shoes, the Batas footwear, is going to be the #1 on AnadelCenter.com. So can't beat that, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all. So y'all, let's get into this amazing episode. Give me a second, y'all. So look, I was feeling kind of chilly, so I decided to rock the platinum bomber jacket and showcase some talents. And can't forget, the Sun Vision podcast t-shirt available on sunvision.com. All kinds of different apparel. We got t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, beanies, you name it. Sound Vision Podcast t-shirt available in multiple colors too, so you can get it on there. Get on soundvision.com, get your order on. So look, let's get into this episode, man. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Dun, 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 dun. Now this amazing show, to say the least, came out in 1984. It first aired, because I'm going to break it down to y'all, man. It first aired, you know what I'm saying? The original television series called Voltron, Lion Force. Now, there's been multiple Voltrons, because there's been 3. The origins, right? Because there's been 3 of them. Actually, take that back, 4. There's Voltron, the original one from the 1984, called Lion Force Voltron. Then there was Vehicle Team Voltron, which went for 1 season, 52 episodes. So Lion Force Voltron went for 2 seasons. Season 1 went for 52 episodes. Season 2 went for 20 episodes. Season 1 was September 10th, 1984 to November 27th, 1984. And then second season of that was October 21st, 1985 to November 18th, 1985. What an amazing show. The greatest show. And I'm going to mention, because the 2 that really matter to me are Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Because the one that came in 2012, Voltron, Legendary Defender. I honestly didn't even know these other ones came out. But hey, it's good to know. It's people trying to put out more Voltron. But Voltron started in 1984. First episode aired on September 9th. I had never seen a cartoon like that before. When I watching the remix now, as I grow older, I got to watch the episodes. Like, whoa, this is cool. 5 lions doing amazing things. And at the time when I was watching it, I was living in Nigeria. You know, of course, you know I'm Nigerian, so it was awesome to see it on TV. I was like, whoa, who are these dudes? And I think it was at that junction where my love for cartoons came. Because Voltron, prior to Voltron, nobody ever done that before. Giant robots, lions flying in space, right? You got Keith, you got Lance, you got Peach, you got Hunk, you got Princess Allura, and then you got Sphinx, of course, who originally piloted the blue line that the princess took over. So now you got 5 pilots who have to come together to find Voltron to go against King Zarkon. King Zarkon. Yes, see? Almost forgot about him. And then the witch, right? So King Zarkon. And so they have to come together. And as we know them now in the Legendary Defender, they know as Paladins, right? But in the original, I never really knew they were Paladins. All I knew was, this is Voltron, Defender of the Universe. These lions that come together, these cool lions forming, you got the black lion, you got the red lion, you got the blue lion, you got the green lion, you got the yellow lion. These 4 or 5 amazing lions come together to form Voltron with a blazing sword and bull out that thing. Once they bust out the form Voltron, it was all she wrote. Power Rangers only came from Voltron. I don't care what anybody says. The concept of Power Rangers came from Voltron. Only that Power Rangers had a longer standing tenure. Just a really long standing tenure, like 30 plus years. But you know, Voltron Defender of the Universe, 1984 was when it first aired, right? And I remember some of the stuff that some of the stuff. So it was created, right? So now the creators, because you got to know the creators. If you got something this great, you got to know the creators, all right? So 1984, these amazing individuals. It was produced by Peter Keefe, the executive producer, Ted Koppler, through his production company, Worldwide Events. Voltron was an adaptation. So Voltron is an American animated series franchise that features a team of space explorers who pilot a giant super robot known as Voltron. Produced by Peter O'Keefe, executive producer Ted Koppler, through his production company Worldwide Events Production. Voltron was an adaptation of several Japanese animation television series from Toei Animation. This original series aired in syndication from September 10th, 1984 to November 18th, 1985. The first season of Voltron, featuring Lion Force, was adapted from the series Beast King, Go Lion. The second season, featuring Vehicle Team Voltron, was adapted from unrelated series Armored Fleet Daga. You know, it's crazy, but Voltron was a cartoon. It was an originator. That's what makes it great. Even till today, you see people rocking Voltron shirts. You see people rocking the old school one, not even the new one, the old school one. You know, Voltron was like, you got 5 lions coming together it was like sick as hell. And then I used to love it. Like, they would go through the tunnel. All right, Voltron Force, bring it together. They'll say Diamond connected, Intercels up. Go Voltron Force, dun, 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 dun. And then you see them all flying to space like this, and it'd be like the lights of each line would glow behind the line as they're flying to space, and then boom, I form 2 arms and 2 bodies 2 legs, and then I'll form the head. That's what Keith would say. Then boom, Voltron would just join forces together, and then his head would come out of his head like that. Then his head would turn into a lion thing, and you see his face come out of his mouth. I'm like, oh, it's sick as hell. Even till today, I watch the animation intro every Saturday on when I'm watching anime cartoons. Yo, let's talk about Voltron. Got me hyped up, man. Voltron is that dude. And speaking of Voltron, look at me. I ain't even done that yet. Look, I had to bust out Voltron, the poster. Voltron, the original OG Defender of the Universe right there. You know what I mean? I got plans to draw the new Legendary Defender because I think that Voltron is sick as hell too. But you know, this is Voltron Defender of the Earth, right? And then I gotta bust this out. You know, I got to let y'all see it because I'm gonna break down each Voltron force because the origin story is kind of crazy. Look at that. Available on SoundVision.com, man. Go get your poster on. You know what I mean? Yo, Voltron Defender of the Universe. Got to show it to y'all again. Oh, Lord have mercy. That is just straight spitfire. You know what I'm saying? You know, but Voltron, right? That's the original series. Now, I'm going to give you a snippet of some of the other ones too, right? Because this origin story is kind of, it's the origin story. These other ones are just merely animations because you're going to talk about the origin of Voltron. You've got to have the understanding that it's something that came in the 1980s. It was 1984. Till today, Voltron is regarded as one of the top 10 cartoons of all time, right? So when Voltron comes out, all kinds of other cartoons within that era. You had Brave Star, you had Thundercats, you had Ronin Warriors, you had even though Ronin Warriors were down the line in 1988, you had Silverhawks, you had Jason the World Warriors, because that was 1985. I mean, 1980s, some say could be argue that is the greatest, is the golden animation of cartoons. Golden animation is the golden era of animation. If they said so, I wouldn't argue it because it's a tie between that and the 1990s. I mean, it was insane. The cartoons were coming out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's another great cartoon in that era. There was some crazy great cartoons. And so you got Voltron, Defender of the Universe. These 5 amazing individuals coming together. Of course, Things dies. You know what I'm saying? So let's introduce the characters themselves I'm going to get to, you know what I'm saying? But first I have to introduce a concept of the Voltron line, right? It was created by these amazing creators. Like I said, Worldwide Events, Peter Keefe, and then Ted Koppler came together and joined using their production company to do. And that's what you really have to do, just like the same way I'm doing with my Cards of Assassins, the characters. I'm building my own production company. I'm not interested in begging anybody to let me have an idea. If you believe in something, you got to go execute it. I mean, can you imagine somebody didn't put Voltron together? We wouldn't have Power Rangers. We wouldn't have some of the Transformers cartoons we had. And you got to remember, too, another thing was Transformers during the 1980s. I mean, there was some Spitfire cartoons back in the day, man. In the 1980s, that was insane. Now,
Koran, show them the way to the...
Now, we've got the history of Voltron. We know what year it came, 1984. We know what year the original one ended, 1985. Now, on to the history. Now, the history is where I bring in all the other Voltrons, right? So now after you have the original Voltron, which is called Lion Force Voltron, right? Which went from September 10th, 1984 to November 18th, 1985, which was 2 amazing seasons. Season 1 was 52 episodes. Season 2 was 20 episodes. Now you went on to Voltron Team Vehicle Team Voltron, which was like a Voltron vehicle thing right here. For y'all wondering what it is, see this one right here? Yeah, that's the vehicle Voltron right there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about this DVD later. Oh, it's going down, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That went from December 14th, 1984 to February 18th, 1985. So simultaneously, while they was making the original, the second one was getting going, which was kind of insane. And then another Voltron that came around was Voltron Fleet of Doom, which came around September 10th, 1986. So it was one episode. I guess they decided it was just a movie. Actually, Fleet of Doom is actually what's in my hand right here. It was an animated movie right here. You watch this. Yeah, you know I went old school on that thing, man. Y'all know I don't play. I had to go old school on that thing. Check it out, man. Look at this. I went old school on that thing. I got to spin it back the right way so y'all can see it. Look at this. Voltron, Fleet of Doom. There you go right there. And yes, I got this. I have no idea what this is, but I love keeping art. My life and my sword for my lady. Look at this. I'm always keeping animated stuff, man. I love cartoons, man. So I got it. But yo, Fleet of Doom right here, the DVD collection. You know I went to old school on that. I don't do Blu-ray. I don't do streaming. Nope, I got the DVD. Busted out just to watch it. I haven't watched this in a minute. I got to watch this. But you know what I'm saying? This was 1986 right here. It wasn't even a season. It was just an animated movie. This is the kind of stuff that's inspired me to do a lot of things with Cards of Assassins. And then next up was Voltron, Third Dimension, which was like a 3D animation type of cartoon type of situation right there. It went for 2 seasons. Season 1 went from September 12th, 1998 to May 22nd, 1999. And then season 2 of it went 9 episodes, October 9th, 1999 to February 19th, 2000. So that was really a long time, like 2 seasons, which was incredible. And then Voltron Force went for 1 season, 26 episodes, June 16th, 2011 to April 25th, 2012. I mean, they were trying to keep Voltron around for real. And then the one that came around that I thought was like, might even be arguably the best Voltron animated series ever. Voltron Legendary Defender, which was on Netflix. I'm currently watching it right now on Netflix. And then, yes, I'm also watching the original Voltron on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I get my Voltron on all the time, man. I don't play when it comes to Voltron. I'm a Voltron fanatic, man. You know what I mean? All over my website, man. Shoot, all over this banner. Let me see if I can find them. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, no way. Voltron in on this? You got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. No. I guess I didn't get him on there. Man, that is horrible. He's on my other banner, though. You know what I mean? So, you know. And then the last Voltron, which went for 8 seasons. 8 seasons, I tell y'all. It went from June 10th, 2016 to December 14th, 2018. 8 seasons of total awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? I watched all these episodes. It went for a minute. I know it. No, I'm sorry. This thing started in 2008 and ended in 2018, I believe. Or was it 2015? All I know is it went for 6 seasons. Actually, let me validate that on my Netflix account right now, y'all. Let me let y'all know what time it is. Because this thing went for a good minute. 8 seasons of awesomeness. Because Voltron Legend Defender, when I say this cartoon was Spitfire, this cartoon was Spitfire. See, you've got to understand the history of Voltron. Is like they were trying to rebuild it. And look, I ain't even mad at them for doing it because it's very rare that they recreate a cartoon and it's actually better than the original, which was totally insane. See, that's it playing right there.
You can be a real hard guy to find when you want to be.
See, there you go. See, y'all hear that? That's me. That's Voltron playing right there. I'm not even trying to turn it off. So yes, 8 seasons of awesomeness. Yep, 8 seasons of awesomeness. It finished off in 2018. Started in 2000 and shoot, man, that had to be 2000. No, wait, maybe 2000. Yeah, 8 seasons. Probably started in 2012. All I know is it was sick as hell, y'all. Voltron Legendary Defender. Oh my God, the robot itself was Spitfire. Woo! I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The new Voltron on Legendary Defender is better than the original Voltron. And I ain't gonna lie to myself. Now, the original Voltron gets mad props because, hey, it's the OG. It's kind of like everybody knows when they watch Power Rangers, Thunder Megazord was cooler than Megazord. But Megazord was just that dude. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring them together. Voltron, oh my Lord. When I tell y'all this cartoon was off the chain, it was off the chain, y'all. Woo! Let me tell you. And then the series, and then, you know, as I stated before, the original the Legend Defender on Netflix is available right now. You can watch. I'm currently watching it right now. I'm watching it all over again. I'm on episode. What episode am I on? Shoot. I'm on episode number 7. And I've watched it before. I'm watching it all over again. I just love the cartoon that much. I love it that much. So I'm watching it again. And so that's Legendary Defender. And then what you have now is like cartoon series that's been building since 1984. We're in 2024. There is no way you can go and you can ask about Voltron that people ain't gonna know who Voltron is. Dude, Voltron is that dude. Like, Voltron has been 1984. We're in 2024. So that's basically 94, 2004, 2014, 2024. 40 years of awesomeness. 40 years. 40 years. The only thing that's went that long for in terms of animation is probably The Simpsons. For people to know, well, the Turtles. So, you know, you got Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, been around forever. They keep remaking that one. You got Batman. You know what I'm saying? You got the Avengers. You got the X-Men. You got Voltron, of course. You got shoot, who else am I thinking about here? That's been remade over and over again. That's probably the few greatest cartoons I can think of that's been around for that long, that is remade over and over. You got to understand, Voltron is like top 5, one of the greatest cartoons of all time, if not the greatest cartoon of all time. There's some people that will tell you that Voltron is the greatest cartoon that's ever been created. And if they said so, I really wouldn't argue with them. Y'all give me a second, man. There we go. I'm back. Yeah. There's some that will tell you that Voltron is the greatest cartoon. The history of Voltron is like, this is probably one of the few episodes where I can just wing it because I actually know about that cartoon like crazy. Of course, Dragon Ball Z is another one that's been around since forever. Rest in peace to the creator, man. He just passed this year in March. Oh my God. But like it's one of those few let me see here. Let me Google this real quick because I gotta pay homage to Dragon Ball Z creator. Yep. Akira. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Akira Toriyama. He died. He passed away in March, man. Yeah. He created Dragon Ball Z, man. What an amazing creation. That's one of the few cartoons that has lasted as long as Voltron. And so when you're talking about like history, Voltron is historic in a way that you don't understand. Without Voltron, let me tell you right now, you ain't got no Power Rangers. You ain't got no shoot. I'm trying to think of every cartoon that forms where five things come together. Anything where five things come together is Voltron. Without Voltron, all these people watching Power Rangers wouldn't be watching Power Rangers. There would have been no Dino Megazord. There would have been no Megazord. There would have been no Thunder Megazord. There would have been no Mastodon, Lion, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger. There would have been none of that because Saber-tooth Tiger, if you actually look at it, came from the Voltron Force. You got to understand, Voltron, right? You got 5 lions. The black lion, the red lion, the blue lion, the green lion, the yellow lion. Each one piloted. Red lion piloted by black lion piloted by Keith. Black lion piloted by red lion piloted by Lance. Blue lion piloted by Princess Allura, of course. But first, of course, Sphinx, who died in episode 6 of the original Voltron Force, which I'm about to get to now. And then, of course, Hank pilots the yellow lion, and then Peach pilots the green lion. In the original Voltron, Seth dies in episode 6. It was kind of gruesome. I just watched it recently on Amazon Prime. I'm like, wow, they were doing that even back then with cartoons. Yeah, they were, man. Gruesome deaths were common in cartoons. But when Sphinx died, then Princess Allura takes over as the Voltron pilot to pilot the Blue Lion. But in the original, in the new Legendary Defender, which is the one I watched, Princess Allura is not part of the Voltron Force at all. You got Ryu piloting Black Lion, you got Keith piloting Red Lion, you got Peach piloting the Green Lion, you got Hank piloting the Yellow Lion, then you've got oh my God, I think it's Lance. You got Keith piloting the Red Lion. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Keith piloting the Red Lion. That's what I left out. You know what I mean? But so Ryu piloting the let me get these names right because I know their names. Oh yeah, it's going down with this. Let's see. Come on, let me get some homework. Come on, give me a name. Come on. Because before Keith takes over as the dude that pilots the Black Lion, Ryu is Ryu, I believe is his name. He pilots the Black Lion. So Ryu pilots the Black Lion, Keith pilots the Red Lion, Lance pilots the Blue Lion, Hunk pilots the Yellow Lion, and then Peach pilots the Green Lion. And then Princess Laura is over there in the castle just giving them kind of orders. She's like the director of how they go to missions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the history of Voltron, it's one of the few cartoons where the second one came around was way better than the first. It was the complete opposite of Thundercats. Because they tried to make Thundercats in 2010. That thing was atrocious. Please don't ever do that again. Just let me live with the awesome Thundercats from the 1980s. I'm plenty good with that. I watch that on Hulu all the time. But Voltron, the history, oh, Lord have mercy. Man, that thing was Spitfire, y'all. When I say it was Spitfire, it was Spitfire. You know what I'm saying? So, that's Voltron history right there.
Ready to form Voltron! Unite!
Next up are the characters. Now let's break down the characters because I have to take this one at a time. One at a time. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So you got 5 characters. You got Keith. All this is from the original. You got Keith. You got Lance. You got Peach. You got Hunk. And you got Princess Allura. And then you got Sphinx. Because I'm going to keep it. And then I can talk about the Legend Defender too. But we're focusing on the characters, right? The original characters. So
Alert the team! I could have destroyed Voltron! Now I'll do it! Hurry, Princess! I'll hold him up!
the head and the torso and the upper arm, the upper body of Voltron. So basically, this head right here, this body right here, the body right there, that was all Black Lion right there. You know what I'm saying? Then of course, and then he was the leader of the team. So in the original Voltron, Sphinx was the original leader, but he was having some issues, man. And then Keith had to take over. So Keith became the team leader. But also Sphinx also in the episode 6 dies, which was really weird. So then Princess Allura had to take over piloting his lion. So then, you know, Keith is the leader of the team. He's got a boisterous, he's very commanding, very demanding, very no nonsense, very by the book, very get to it, no bull jiving. Let's get straight to it and get to work, which is the complete opposite of the Keith in the Legendary Defender, because that guy was kind of like a wild spirit. He just sort of didn't care. He was doing whatever he wanted. But in the original OG one, the Keith became the Black Lion. He was commanding. He was very commanding, very demanding, very to the point, very, very matter of fact. He didn't stand for no bull jive. Let's get this done, get it done, period. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That was Keith right there in the original Voltron series. He had, I mean, he was a very disciplined individual, read a lot of books. He was sort of a what's this like, kind of, I don't want to call him a loner, but he never really was interested in going here, going there. It was just like, look, we got stuff to do, let's get it done. That was Keith right there. Now, I guess the original cartoon, his name was Keith Kogan. You know what I'm saying? Akira Gogan in Japanese, basically, and was voiced by Neil Ross in the 1980s and the 1990s series. And then Giles Patton voiced him in 2011 series. He was the commanding officer of the Voltron Force, who pilots the Black Lions that forms the head, torso, and upper legs of Voltron. Keith wears a red uniform in the original series and a black uniform in Voltron Third Dimension. Keith is a quiet individual who spends much of his time pondering his decisions, thinking up new strategies, and simply being a leader. He also has a hobby of reading books and can often be found doing so either in the pilot's lounge or in his room. He seemingly cherishes Princess Allura and is thought to be somewhat protective of her. His worst fear, according to Voltron Third Dimension, was that she would be forced to marry the evil Prince Lothar, which was totally insane. Prince Lothar was a awful scumbag. Consider the alternate version of Keith is undisciplined and is considered a bad boy. That's funny, man. You know what I mean? In the Devil's Due comic series, Keith originally ran a dojo prior to being recruited by Hawkins. He's given the full name Akira Keith Kogan. So that's Keith, man. He pilots a Black Lion. McLean, who pilots the Blue Lion in the original series, right? Pilots the Red Lion, pilots the Red Lion in the original series, and is voiced by Michael Bell in the 1980s and 1990s, and then Andrew Francis in 2011 series. Second in command of the Voltron Force, who pilots the Red Lion that forms the right arm of Voltron. Lance wears a blue uniform in the original series and a metallic red uniform in Voltron Third Dimension. And then in Lance in the Voltron Legendary Defender, he wears a blue uniform again. You know what I mean? He is a tall man, both wary and wily, and Lance is always cracking jokes and teasing others whenever he gets a chance. He is the only one in the group who contests any of Keith's command. He's a great pilot, though reckless at times. In consider alternatives, the alternate Lance is very by the book and is much like Keith. According to Voltron, the Third Dimension, Lance's biggest fear is Zarkon killing him. In the Devil's Due comic series, Lance forced into mission to Ares due to his criminal record. He's given the full name Lance Charles McLean. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so that's Lance right there. Wildly, free-spirited, just straight no following the books. He had the same personality in the original Voltron Force that also has in the same cartoon from the 2000s, legendary defender. It's off the chain, man. I mean, Voltron off the chain, man.
They call me Pidge. Ooh, wow! I can look right down into the monster's feeding pit. He's eating up a storm. I'll keep Lorwyn out of sight. Besides, they wouldn't get somebody with glasses, would they? I'm in no hurry. Yeah, they tattooed my arm. Did they get yours too, Lance? Let's try and sneak out while the robeast is busy eating his lunch. She's beautiful. Hey, those are my friends, the space mice. Somebody's got to do something and fast. Far out. If it pleases the princess, okay. Suit up. I'm so happy I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Got a cheese sandwich? Okay, now we know you can chew your way through anything. So where were you when the key disappeared? You, the innocent page. Confess! No! Come on, you robots! You're only a bunch of nuts and bolts. Let's see what you can do against one little Earthman! I got back before you by using my head. I saw them when we first came here, and I saw them down below again today. I fell down. They ran right over me, and one yelled back at me from their hole.
Next up is Peach, Horishi Sashi, voiced by Neil Ross in the 1980s and Billy West in the 1990s, and then Samuel Vincent in the 2011 series. Peach is the youngest, most intelligent, and smartest of the group. He pilots the green lion that forms the left arm of Voltron and wears a green uniform. His home planet, Balto, Earth in Japanese version, was destroyed by nuclear missiles from Emperor Zyklon. Peach graduated from the academy from the academy at a young age, and his specialty is science. Like others, he is well trained in martial arts and uses his size and agility to his advantage. Peach is not afraid to speak his mind, especially to villains. His heart is often in his words. Peach has a brother, Chip, who is a member of the vehicle Voltron Air team. In considered alternatives, the alternate Peach is very low IQ. Alternate to Voltron, the third dimension, Peach's biggest fear is having his brain removed. Yeah, that's a trip. His biggest fear is having his brain removed. That's off the chain, man. In the Devil's Due comic series, he is an orphan named Daryl Peach Stoker, who was recruited by New West Point Military Academy. So Peach is like the youngest on the team. He's always been that, whether it was the original Voltron or the legendary defender. Always been the youngest, always feeling like he has to prove himself, always having to get in front of everybody like, hey, look, notice me, hey, notice me. That's Peach, man. But yo, he's the green lion, man. He got that right here. Where's the green lion? The left arm right here. He's the one with the mouth thing. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other side is the red lion, which is piloted by Lance. You know what I'm saying? So yo, Voltron, black lion, green lion, red lion. You see the armor right there, man. Look at it. Black lion, green lion, and then of course right here, red lion. I'm gonna keep pulling out this poster a lot because I can see y'all love this poster. Available on ScienceVision.com. Get your copy today. I can't tell how many times I sold this at art shows. People love this original Voltron. You know what I'm saying? So
when you finish knocking out the communications hub, meet us at the rendezvous point.
Copy that, Shiro. According to its trajectory, it passes through the dark zone in 5 ticks.
No pressure.
4.
Just the entire coalition
3,
rests on us disabling the stellar comm station.
Then I realized when we were in Voltron, we were brothers, man. Yes, you did.
Dude, what?
next up is Honk Garrett, Tashuyi Sudu in Japanese. And I didn't give you Lance's name. Isuma Karugan. That's his name in Japanese. That's Lance's name in Japanese. Now on to Honk, who pilots the Yellow Lion. Yeah, Honk is a strong dude on the team. He left just about anything, man. He's a strong dude, man. He was voiced by Lenny Wilbur in the 1980 series, Kevin Michael Richardson in the 1990s, and then Ty Olson in the 2011 series. Honk is the strong man of the group, piloting the Yellow Lion that forms the Voltron's lower left leg. He is shown wearing an orange uniform in the original series and a metallic yellow uniform in the third dimension. While Honk is tough and temperamental, he also has a soft side, especially when it comes to children and puppies. He is never late for a meal. Hey, missing no meal, man. He's never late for a meal. Though his friends tease him about his appetite, most of Hank's bulk is muscle. In consider alternatives, the alternate Hank is super genius. In the Devil's comic series, he is Japanese American named Tosuyoshi Honk Garrett, with his master in engineering. You know, Honk is like a very strong dude. He's very instinctual. Just whether it's in the original Voltron series or whether it's the Legendary Defender, that dude always got the same personality. He's very instinctual. He knows who are bad people and who are not bad people, and he ain't got no problem. He ain't got no kind of compulsion going up on you and letting you know you are a sorry sack of you know what, and you got to be dealt with. You feel me? That's how Honk roll, man. He don't play no mess.
Doc!
Is this the end of our world?
No, Princess. We need that missing.
is Princess Allura, Princess Fala in Japanese, voiced by B.J. Ward in the 1980s and 1990s, and Ashley Ball in the 2011 series. Princess Allura of the planet Eris is the ruler of the kingdom of Eris, Alta, also known as Alta, as well as de facto ruler of the entire planet, though she doesn't have the title of Queen Regent, and is also the object of Lotus affections, daughter of the late king, thus commander of Keith's superior. However, later she takes over for Sphinx as the pilot of the blue line that forms Voltron's lower right leg and defers to Keith during operational engagements. Allura wears a pink uniform in the original series and a metallic blue uniform in Voltron in Voltron Third Dimension. She wore a uniform also too in Voltron Legendary Defender, because she takes over the blue line, because when Lance becomes the leader of the team, when Keith becomes the leader of the team, he pilots the black lion. Then I think she takes over the red lion, because I remember Lance stays in the blue line, Peach stays in the green line, Honk stays in the yellow line, and then she moved on to the red lion. So I remember that going on right there. And if not, I'm gonna watch Voltron Legend Defender again on Netflix and get that right. You best believe that. However, later she takes over as for Senf as the pilot of the blue line that forms Voltron's lower right leg and defers to Keith during operational engagements. Allura wears a pink uniform in the original series and a metallic blue uniform in Voltron Third Dimension, and also too, I think she wears a pink uniform in Legendary Defender too. In conservative alternatives, the alternate Allura is wild child, never growing up in the Castle of Lions, and thus never learned how to act properly. According to Voltron Third Dimension, Allura's biggest fear is the robot lions being lost and destroyed and letting down Queen Aurelia. Although a bit naive, especially with matters of romance, Allura is a strong-willed person and is very capable of ruling her planet. Although some like Corian and Nani tend to doubt this ability, she is capable of invoking the dead, particularly her father, the late King Alpha. In Voltron Third Dimension, Allura learns special mind skills that could allow the Voltron force to control lines without having to be in the cockpits, and also helps the others to learn this as well. I mean, she became like Princess Allura became like a Voltron pilot because, well, in the original series, Seven, who I'm going to get to, Senf, who dies, which is something you've never seen before. In episode 6, people were like, what the hell? And so when it happened, people were like kind of shocked, but you shouldn't be shocked because that was happening in the Carpenter. I remember that happened in Ultra Force where Pixel died. I mean, she died gruesomely in the cave from the nuclear explosion. So in Voltron, the original Voltron, that's what happened. But in Legendary Defender, she takes over because Ryu, I believe his name, he gives up the Voltron Paladin thing, and then Keith takes over for the Black Lion, and then she moves into the Red Lion. Or I think Lance takes the lion. Lance takes the Red Lion, and then she takes the Blue Lion. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. You know what I mean? So, but even in the original, she had to take over Sphinx, who died, which was shocking, man. I was like, wow, they're killing off characters, man. So, you know, that's Princess Allura.
There goes the laser!
7. Helgerson, also known as Takashi Shorogun, voiced by Michael Bell in the 1980s, and then wow, that's crazy. Michael Bell was double dutying. That's a whole lot of work. So Michael Bell was voicing Lance in the original, and he was voicing Seth. Man, that's crazy. That's double work, man, right there in the 1980s, and then Alan Murray in 2011 series. So Seth Ergerson Takashi, voiced by Michael Bell in the 1980s, and then Alan Murray in the 2011 series. Seven, a Norwegian pilot, was the original second in command of the Voltron Force. He piloted the Blue Line and wore a black uniform at the very beginning of the series. In episode 6, he was badly injured, killed in the Japanese version, during an attack by Haga, in which he was stabbed by one of her robo-beasts and was sent away on planet Ep for medical treatment. In the comics, before they became Voltron pilots, Seth was the leader of the team until he took drugs. Who comes up with this crap? Until he took drugs and was forced to give up leadership to Keith. On Ep, he was attacked and raided by Lothar's forces, and Seth was captured. The prison ship on which he was transferred accidentally crashed onto planet Doom, where Seth went into hiding, becoming a hermit within the caves. He eventually encountered Alora's cousin from planet Plodux, Princess Rommel, who had been thrown into the pit of skulls after she rejected Lothar's advances. During Seth's time on the planet Doom, he witnessed Zarkon and Lothar's cruelty to their slaves, which drove him to the point of madness. He recovered thanks to Rommel's emotional support and helped her escape Doom. Seth was later reassigned to planet Plodux with Rommel and her brother, Prince Brandon. Wow, this is a whole lot of info, man. But they sure got a lot of info on screens. Seth eventually became romantically interested in Rommel, although he was reluctant to pursue his romantic feelings because he felt he was not able to clearly express them to her. Seth is always very quiet and reserved and speaks only when he has something important to say. Though he may not show it, he is a very emotional person, and his heart is always leading his mind in any decision. Seth does not appear nor in his mentioned in Voltron Third Dimension. Although Seth no longer pilots the Blue Lion on a regular basis after episode 6, he and his twin brother, his twin brother in Japanese version, continued to be featured as a pilot on the Voltron Force in opening credits of the series, while Alora appears in the closing consequence. However, Seth piloted the Blue Line in combat on one more occasion during the second season episode Who's Flying Blue Lion, and quickly demonstrated that his time away had not diminished his formidable combative skills. So it's crazy, only the Japanese version does he die in piloting skills. In the comics, it is revealed that Seth was leader of the team until he stepped down because of drug use and recommended Keith to take his place. In the Devil's Due comic series, Seth is a mysterious former member of the elite Navy squad. He's given the full name Seven Augustin. So, in the Japanese version of Voltron, Seth is killed. But in the Voltron that we saw in the 1984, he doesn't die. I know I saw him dying in that original Voltron, but hey, you know, it's like very convoluted. But Voltron, of course, you have other characters like King Zarkon. King Zarkon was the ruler of the evil planet. All he wanted to do was conquer the rest of the planet. He did not care. King Zarkon didn't. Man, he just straight up did not give a damn. That dude was all about like ruling the whole galaxy. And the Voltron Force spent an entirety trying to stop him, and they still couldn't stop him. Even in the Legendary Defender, he's still the same way to, except it looks even more evil, and the drawing is even more cooler. Let me see here if I can find anything on King Zarkon. There's got to be something on King Zarkon. You know what? I'm looking for this King Zarkon. Come on. Yeah, that's come on. I'm looking. Okay, here we go. Planet Doom, and so there's some characters in here, man, that we need to talk about. There's three main ones that I find interesting: Prince Lothar, King Zarkon, and then Witch Hagar.
You may not believe it, but I can be ugly. Do you accept my
Let's start off with Prince Lothar. Prince Lothar is a Spider Lothar Robeast, voiced by Lenny Wilbur in the 1980s and Tim Curry in the 1990 series, and then Mark Heldroth in the 2011 series. Lothar is both the main antagonist and the sworn enemy of the Voltron Force. He is Zarkon. He is Zarkon's son and prince of Planet Doom. Though he would pilot plot to overthrow his father in order to rule Planet Doom, in his place was Princess Allura by his side. With Princess Allura by his side, which ain't never gonna happen. She ain't marrying that fool, to whom he has developed a strong and obsessive attraction, and because he rejects other potential suitors that would be his queen, which one of the reasons that leads to his downfall. So powerful are his feelings that he is unable to even destroy holographic image of Laura. Lothar is very sly, intelligent, smooth, and powerful individual. He exudes force and emanates that seems to be pure evil, except when Allura is around. In the Devil's Due comic series, Lothar met Allura while they were children during Zarkon's invasion of Auris, and he follows a warrior's code of honor while seeing all drool life forms of inferior. In Voltron Third Dimension, Lothar was mortally wounded in the final battle, and he was converted into a cyborg after he was placed in prison. However, he escaped and perpetrated his revenge on the heroes. Though he still has feelings for Laura in Voltron Force, succeeding in becoming king, Lothar was killed off in final battle. However, he is revived years later by his body being infused with algorithm, with side effects that enable him to fight Voltron despite the size difference. Much like the Third Dimension, Lothar is still bent on making Allura his queen, but was only shown in episode named Joyride to Doom. In Go Lion, Seven's twin brother kills him at the end of the series at the cost of his own life. That is wild, man. Yeah, Lothar in the cartoon series, the original Voltron series, he was always coming up with some kind of scheme to get at the Voltron Force. It was nuts, man. Had to get some water in. King Zarkon himself. Now in the Legend Defender in the 2000 episodes, the one in 2012 that ended in 2018, King Zarkon, Emperor Dizabilla, voiced by Jack Angel. Wait, so Lothar, yeah, I already told you Lothar. Prince Lothar was Prince Silent, and then King Zarkon himself was Emperor Dibizali, voiced by Jack Angel in the 1980s, and then Keith Michael Richardson in the 1990s. The second antagonist of the Voltron Lion Force, King Zarkon of Planet Doom, is one of the rulers of Drool Empire, though by no means the absolute ruler, who is the Emperor Zippo, and pretty much operates on his own. He's constantly using others as scapegoats for his own failures, including his own son Lothar. Zarkon resurfaces in Voltron, the Third Dimension, having redeemed himself prior to the final defeat and became a member of the Galaxy Alliance. However, Zarkon's reception was really a ruse, and he turned out to be the true mastermind behind Lothar in a bid to take over the galaxy. Man, Zarkon be trying all kinds of mess, man. That dude is unscrupulous. When he talk about got no honor, that cat ain't got no honor, man. Talk about is Witch Aga, which the name goes Yoba Honova, voiced by BJ Ward. Haga is the witch in Haga the witch is responsible for creating all the rogue beasts Zarkon uses. She is notorious for using dark magic to cast hypnotizing spells over people. Though she was once good and beautiful, she is now evil and hideous. It was Haga who was responsible for originally splitting Voltron into 5 components in the American version. In Voltron, the Third Dimension, Haga went in hiding after the final battle, but after Lothar escaped from prison, she rejoined Lothar in his schemes to destroy Voltron Force, conquer the galaxy. In the Devil's Due comic series, Haga had no part in Voltron's original story. In the Devil's Due comic series, Haga had no part in original Voltron's original story. Replaced by an ancestor of Zarkon's, though she is well versed in it. She also so in the Devil's Due comic series, Haga had no part in Voltron's original story, replaced by an ancestor of Zarkon's, though she is well versed in it. She also attempts to brainwash Stenf under Malia's wishes. In Golian, Honorova is secretly Dibzazel's mother and Celine's grandmother. Though she despises Celine, she helped the Gold Lions. She helped the Gold Lions at the end. However, Seekling killed her for her. However, she helped the Gold Lions in the end, but Seekling killed her for it. So yeah, Witch Haga, man, she was unscrupulous, bro. Man, she was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So yo, that's the characters in the Voltron Force right there, man. I had to talk about them because you can't talk about the characters. I could have just skipped straight to powers, but I can't do that. There's a lot to divulge in Voltron when it comes to Voltron. You got to divulge all of it, man. So Voltron, that's Voltron's characters. Now next. Now next up are the powers and abilities. Now a lot of the pilots all have training, military training. They went to combat school, learned all to pilots in school, learned how to be ace pilots. This is how they're able to pilot the Lions, right? But when we talk about Voltron itself, Voltron, when it comes together, he has an array of weapons, shoulder cannons, and of course the blazing sword. Shoulder cannons, pulse rays, the lion hands, the lion legs. It can shoot lasers from the lion arms, the lion legs. He's got lasers in the eyes right there. But also too, the biggest weapon is that blazing sword. When it goes like this, boom. In the original cartoon, he used to do like this. And man, when he did like that, he would slice them grow beasts into slice salami, man. He cut them jokers up real nice and good. You know what I'm saying? Because the powers of Voltron are more the weapons that Voltron has in his hand. And then the abilities of the pilots are what they can do due to the combat training and the various pilot trainings that they have. And each one having individual things. Because you gotta remember, each member of the team had a different type of weapon. I can't remember the weapons specifically, but they all had different weapons. I know Hank had these 2 sticks. Peach had a laser gun. Lance had a sword. Keith, what did Keith have? I don't even remember, man. Because it depends on whether you're watching Legendary Defender or you're watching the original Voltron. But bottom line is that Voltron's abilities incorporate him, what he can do. And in order to form Voltron, all the lines got to come together, right? So being Black Lion being the body and the head. Red Lion, you know what I'm saying? Red Lion being the right arm, Green Lion being the left arm, and then Blue Lion being the right leg, and the Yellow Lion being the left leg. And whenever they would come together, now each pilot has to control everything equally on the legs and the arms so that the Voltron can move in unison. Yeah, that was wild, man. I remember the episode on Legendary Defender. They spent like an entire episode trying to pilot the robot, pilot Voltron. There was a problem. Even in the original series, I never really saw that because what would happen was they would go down these chute tunnels and then there would be like form Voltron Force, Downward turns connected, Intercels up, Voltron Force go, dun 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 dun. And then you see them go into the space, right? Then you see the blue light, the green light, the black light, the red light, the yellow light. All of them come together and boom, I'll form the head, I'll form the right arm, I'll form the left arm, and I'll form the leg, and then Keith would say, and I'll form the head. Two arms and two legs and 2 bodies. 2 arms and 2 legs. I was like, it's been a minute, yo. I got to go watch this on YouTube. Now I got to watch it on YouTube. And then they would come together. That's another thing I'm gonna have to show y'all when I gotta show y'all. And that's probably some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about in the animation. But Voltron, the powers of Voltron, it's not so much powers, but it's more of the abilities of the pilots. And then what they do when they come together, because they're able to do the main things they need to do with Voltron to bring Voltron together. Voltron is a giant robot. I'm talking like I can't even imagine how they would have controlled Voltron without all 5 pilots. That would have been nuts. You know what I'm saying? So yo, that's the powers of Voltron. It's not necessarily powers it's more about powers and abilities. Because there's no really superpowers, but Voltron could be seen as a giant robot that can do multiple things. I told you, shoulder cannons, laser rays, the blazing sword, scanning devices, flight, jetpack, shoot. Man, I'm trying to think all the stuff that Voltron could do. Let me see. Man, it's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of Voltron, what Voltron can do. Voltron can do quite a bit. Voltron is like I told you, Power Rangers I don't care what anybody says, Power Rangers came from Voltron. It just happens that Power Rangers had a long standing of God knows how many things that they had. But Voltron, man, the powers, the flight, the blazing sword, the lasers, the shield, and you see the crest right here in the chest. You see it right there. You see it right there. You see it? Yep. Let me let y'all see it. This joint is sick as hell. Look at the original sword. I mean, Voltron was in space just defending the galaxy, man. I mean, Voltron, oh my god. When you talk about abilities, like, and I remember when he would get laser shot at him, he was always, the robots would take bites out of him. I mean, it was all kinds of craziness going on in the fights, man. But Voltron, no matter what, came through, man. And all the pilots had to come together to control the servos in Voltron so they could not fall, or so they could stay afloat when they were flying. Yeah, man. But Voltron, man, abilities and powers, oh, Lord have mercy. It's like, it's the coolest cartoon. And of course, the blazing sword is the coolest thing of all. It's like, just like that. And then a lightsaber would come to like this from energy beam. And then Voltron would bust out the sword out. And he's done with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's Voltron. That's Voltron's abilities. Excuse me, y'all. That's Voltron's abilities and powers. That's right there. Now, I don't know if there's any comics, but hey, you know what? I'm curious to look. Voltron comics. Because I'm going to look. I think there are, because I've been talking about let's see here. Oh, yeah, there were some Voltron comics. Oh, yes, there were. Oh, there were some Voltron comics. All right, so look. So Voltron, like, so okay, Voltron is the name of two past company comic book series and one current series published by different companies. Both previous series are based on television series Voltron. Voltron is the main. So Voltron, right, in 1985, Modern Comics, an imprint of Charlton Comics, produced a 3-issue limited series based on Lion Voltron, the TV show, which is the original Voltron, which was in 1984, right? And then Devil's Due in 2002, a comic Devil's Due in 2002, a comic book publisher, Devil's Due, announced it had acquired the rights to publish Voltron comic books. Devil's Due, through Image Comics, published 5-issue miniseries preceded by number 0 issue from Dreamwave, which featured the Lion Voltron incarnation of the character and rebooted the property. This was then followed by an ongoing series self-published Devil's Due, which placed on hiatus in 2005 after the 11th issue due to poor sales. I mean, poor sales or no poor sales, I don't give a damn. Voltron needs to be having a comic book. I'm surprised we ain't got one right now. Devils announced in January 2008 that the 5-issue miniseries, 11 issues on the ongoing series, and the number 0 issue would be collected into Voltron Omnibus trade paperback that would also include published 12th issue of the ongoing series that would wrap up the storylines. In 2008, a new 5-issue miniseries was released by Devil's Due, which picked up where the ongoing series left off. This series further explored the origins of Lion Voltron's creation from 12,000 years in the past to the present day. The miniseries showed Voltron existing in a single construct created by sorcerers and scientists, resembling a knight. During its battle with the first Druid Empire, Voltron tricked Hagar into landing on the back comet with gravitational attraction of singularity. Voltron was then attacked by Hagar and blown into 5 pieces. However, the intervention of the sorcerer resulted in the 5 pieces becoming the 5 lions as they descended onto Eris. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. And then you had a company named Dynamite. In 2011, comic book producer Dynamite Entertainment announced that it acquired the rights to publish Voltron comic series through parent company Dynamite Forces. Dynamite released the Voltron comic series in December 2011, and it lasted 12 issues until May 2013. So that's basically 2 years of awesomeness. They released a 6-issue series called Voltron Year 1 in 2012, and a 6-issue series called Voltron from the Ashes in 2015 to 2016, which is almost 10 years ago, man. So like, there's been a bunch of comics that Voltron has had. Let's see, Voltron Defender of the Universe Grand Comics database reviewed in 2008 to 2010. Then Voltron Defender of the Universe Comic 0 2010 to 03. 2010 to I believe 0301. Well, 2010, okay. And then Interview, and then Devil's Due to tell the origin of Voltron. And then I mean, it's been, the fact that Voltron has comic books doesn't shock me. A great storyline like this, it doesn't have a whole ton like, let's say, Turtles or Avengers or X-Men or Batman, you know, but it has enough comics where people, I'm sure this is a collector's item. I myself just figured out, you know, I've always, while prior to doing the show, I was wondering, like, there's got to be comics, man. There's no way there ain't comics. You know there got to be comics. That would be insane if there were no comics. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's Voltron with the comics, man. You know what I'm saying? Next. Next up, we got animation. Oh yeah, 1984. You know I'm finna get into it now. Let's talk about the origin of the animated series. There's been five different Voltrons. The original Voltron came in 1984, September 10th to be exactly. It aired 1984 and it finished off in November 18, 1985. Right. So the original animation series, it's one of those. Voltron is a cartoon that spawned other cartoons, not even in the Voltron universe, but in the outside Voltron universe. We're talking about Power Rangers. Some of the, I don't remember G-Force. That also was Voltron type of thing right there. Yeah, G-Force. Dun, 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 dun. G-Force. I know y'all, it's 1980s, man. A lot of y'all don't watch the old school cartoons, but I do. I sure as hell get my watch on the old school cartoons. You know what I mean? So, you know, Voltron came around because the animations came around. So the animation, the original Lion Force, Voltron Force, went from September 10th, 1984 to November 18th, 1985. 2 seasons of awesomeness. Season 1 was 52 episodes. Season 2 was 20 episodes. Then the next animation series came. And when Voltron came out, you got to understand, you had never seen anything like this before. You had never seen no animation like this before. You had never seen anybody do what they were doing with this cartoon. Like 5 lions come together. So you were taking military and then magic and sorcery and then science as well to form something that people never seen. People had never seen Voltrons. You had seen superhero teams, but superhero teams never incorporated the lions coming together. Usually things are spaceships, but nobody ever used lions to form Voltron. That's why Power Rangers was interesting. They took dinosaurs. So instead of lions, they used dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's Voltron right there. Like, what makes Voltron unique is that it was an original thing. The only thing I can think of that was something like that was original like that was Thundercats. Thundercats was sick as hell in terms of origination. And that's what Voltron comes from, that era of 1980s where it's a cartoon that came in a golden era. Literally was born in, man, you know, me calling the 80s a golden era of cartoons is not bad because I feel like the 1990s could also be called the golden era. You know what I'm saying? But both eras had great cartoons. Voltron being one of the top 5 cartoons in the 1980s. There's not too many cartoons that were better than Voltron. Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man, Brave Star. Man, let me think what else. Maybe Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Those were the greatest cartoons that you have seen right there. And then Voltron, of course, the lions came together. And then you had different episodes of child of animation that came around too. That came around. Like you had Vehicle Team Voltron. You had Fleet of Voltron, which was an animated movie. You had Voltron Third Dimension, So Vehicle Team Voltron, which is a vehicle series, which was 1 season, 52 episodes, went from December 14th to 1984 to February 18th, 1985. Then you have Fleet of Doom, which was this right here. It was an animated movie. Yeah, let me show you the front. And let me show you the back, baby. Oh, yeah. You see the original Voltron, baby, doing this thing. You see what he do. You see what it do. Now, this is the vehicle Voltron Force. They were using vehicles to form Voltron, which was a different Voltron, which is this Voltron with a spinning blade. You see what I'm saying? Look at this thing. He got a spinning blade in his arm, man. He threw that thing like the blazing sword. Then, of course, you got the original Voltron, which is the OG right there at the top, chilling, doing his thing, minding his own business, but doing it how it go. You feel me? Yo, that's Voltron Defender. And then, of course, come on now. You know I busted out the DVD. You know I had to. I showed you this earlier in the episode. Well, I'm showing you again. Look at this. Everybody ain't got this right here. This is what you call a buyer. Somebody want to buy this, but I ain't selling. Sorry. It's Voltron, baby. I got to keep it. I don't play that. Then, of course, you have Voltron. Third Dimension. Went for 2 seasons. Went from September 12th, 1998 to February 19th, 2000. And the first season went 17 episodes. September 12th to 1998 to May 22nd, 1999. And then second season went for 9 episodes. October 9th, 1999 to February 19, 2000. Then you have Voltron Force, which went for 1 episode, 1 season, 26 episodes. June 16, 2011 to April 25th, 2012. Then you have Voltron Legendary Defender. That started in 2008 and ended in 20... I know it started either 2011 and ended in 2018 because I watched it for a good minute. You know what? I'm actually going to type in Voltron Legendary Defender. See how many, when it started. Voltron Legendary Defender. Let's see here. Yep, first episode of Voltron Legendary Defender aired June 10th, 2016. I knew it. Yeah, I was like, this thing had 8 crazy seasons. Voltron Legendary Defender TV series went from 2016 to 2018. Yeah, I know that sounds like 2 years, but man, they sure had a lot of seasons, man. They had a gajillion seasons. It was nuts, man. You know what I mean? It was totally crazy, the amount of episodes that they had. Then, of course, it was like, it had an amazing cast of characters, too. Some of the characters came from the old school that came into the new school. But, yo, Voltron Legendary Defender, oh, my God. Talk about freaking totally sick and awesome. You know what I mean? Shoot, I'm over here watching this stuff, like looking at all the actors that were part of the Legendary Defender. You had actors like Josh Keaton, played Senth. Brex Taylor Cross, who played Peach. Jeremy Shada, who played Lance. Kimberly Brooks, who played Princess Allura. Yeah, Princess Allura is played by her sister. Yeah. Steven Yeun, who also plays in Invincible, who plays Invincible on the animated series, played Keith. Hunk was played by Tyler Labin. Reyes Darby was played Corin. Niels Kaplan played Emperor Zakon. Cree Summer, of course, played Witch Haga. Everybody knows that. Cree Summer, the great Cree Summer. And then AJ LaCrasto played Prince Lothar. And I think that was about all the people I remember, man. Let's see here. Yeah, Voltron Legendary Defender. I mean, you've got animated series like, it's one of the few franchises that has the entire gambit. Literally. Comics, animation, toys, t-shirts, apparel, you name it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's somebody out there wearing a sneaker with Voltron on it. I got sneakers that my batas have Voltron on it. Are you kidding me? And I've got a new set of batas coming soon too. But you know, the animation series, and speaking of the animation series, I gotta show you this animation series right here. The legendary, the intro to the old school one, and then the original, and then the legend. I gotta show you the original old school one from the 1980s. Then I gotta show you the Legendary Defender one. So here we go. Let's get it. Now, I told you that was sick, y'all. I told y'all, Voltron. Oh my God, when you talk about great, yo, that's Voltron right there. And then you talking about a cartoon that it stretches into multiple different things, but there's a part of me that thinks that the one from the 2016, that was 2018 Legend Defender, is just a little bit better than the original. And that's only because of the actual new Voltron. That new Voltron is off the chain, y'all. Off the chain. Man, that's a sick-ass cartoon. I'm watching that right now on Netflix, man. I'm sorry. I love it that much. I've watched it twice already. This is probably the third time I'm watching the entire series. That's nuts, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's Voltron. The animation is probably one of the few cartoons where they keep remaking it, but they don't do I don't want to say they don't do a bad job, because they kind of don't. I got to give them their props, because it's a lot of work to create a cartoon that just keeps going. I mean, of course, 2018 was the last time we saw it, but that was 6 years ago. So what can they pick up from next is what's next. And then also too, Pacific Rim. Now I'm thinking about it. Pacific Rim came from Voltron. There weren't no giant robots like that. Pacific Rim, the animated series, or even the movie Voltron, Power Rangers, Voltron. This animation series spawned so many great other shows, man. There's very few cartoons, y'all. Very few cartoons. Very few that do what Voltron has done. That has even touched the realm of what Voltron has done. Voltron, the animation series from all the way from 1984 up until 2018, which was the last one. There's nothing like Voltron. But as great as Power Rangers is, and yes, Power Rangers has got a gajillion different Power Rangers is, but it still ain't the OG. Voltron is that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like my bomber jacket, man. You see this platinum one? The classic Cardiac Assassin version 1? Nothing will ever touch version 1. Even though version 1 is not as cool as version 5 or version 6 that's coming out in the new Cardiac Assassin comic book, but it's still the OG. And you got to pay homage to it. You know what I mean? So Voltron is that animated series. There's nobody who's ever watched Voltron can say, man, this thing wasn't Spitfire. And you got to understand, back in the day, they used to make crazy episodes. Crazy amount of episodes, man. Season 1 had 52 episodes. They ain't doing that no more. You lucky if you get 8. Shoot, you lucky if you better be grateful you get 6. You know what I mean? These companies ain't shutting on paper like that, man. I mean, there were seasons within the Legendary Defender that had 6 episodes, 7 episodes. You know what I'm saying? It was like Legendary Defender had season 1 and season 2, 13 episodes. Then season 7 and season 8 had 13 episodes. Everything else in between had 7. You had season 3 had 7, season 4 had 6, season 5 had 6, season 6 had 7. That's it. Companies are not trying to shell out that kind of money anymore. I know with me, with Cartoon of Assassins, there's a bit of consistency with the number of episodes. I do not want my cartoon to become one of those cartoons that came like that. I remember Turtles was that way too. That was kind of nuts, man. Like it was just, we went from a whole bunch to like, oh, little. You know what I mean? So yo, that's Voltron, the animation, one of the greatest cartoons ever made. As far as I'm concerned, the original Voltron is top 5 cartoons of all time. Now this Legendary Defender, if you want to go on the coattail of the original Voltron, go on with it. Because that cartoon was Spitfire. It spawned an entire generation of other things that you're watching today, man. Primary one being Power Rangers. There's no getting around it. If you've seen Power Rangers, you know it came from Voltron. A lot of Star Wars ideas came from, Star Wars came before Voltron. But what I noticed, that stuff like Pacific Rim, anything to do with giant robots, even the big robot, ideas like that, I used to watch it on Cartoon Network. The big robot, I used to watch it on Cartoon Network, came from Voltron. Anything to do with robots coming together, or any kind of gigantic robots, you got to thank Voltron. Voltron is that dude. So yo, that's the animated series, man.
Behind you!
Last but not least is the movies. Now I know there ain't no movies, but can you imagine it was actually a movie of Voltron? How sick would that be? Yeah, they did one of Power Rangers. The one that I saw last, I think it was 2017. It was okay, but can you imagine a movie of Voltron? You know how people would lose it? Yo, it's not that hard to create a movie of Voltron. And to be honest with y'all, I'm kind of torn whether I would want to use the original Voltron or use the one from Legendary Defender. Because that one from Legendary Defender on Netflix, oh Lord have mercy. That Voltron is sick as hell, man. I got to draw that Voltron. I already got it on my drawing list. That Voltron got to be drawn. That Voltron is too sick, man. The movies would be great. Imagine somebody playing Lance, playing Keith, playing Princess Allura, playing Peach, playing Hunk, King Zarkon. King Zarkon probably could be played by Morgan Freeman or something. I don't know. Or Keith David. You know what I'm saying? And then Prince Lothar. Prince Lothar could be played by who can I think of? Maybe Ryan Gosling or something. I don't know, man. Get somebody. And then Witch Haga, Cree Summer. Just let her voice it. Just let her play it. Might as well just keep it like right there. And then of course Keith. Who can play Keith? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Keith could be played by. Keith could be played by Chris Evans. Chris Evans would make a good Keith. Now I know he's older, but I don't care. You just trying to get actors, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to get actors right here. And then Princess Allura could be played by. Who can I think of? It's either that girl that was from Game of Thrones, not the one that played the queen, but the one that played the sister. The one became like an assassin. Or the girl that played the one that was stuck in the castle. She could play it too. And then also too, who could play Lance? It's gotta be somebody that's funny. Tom Holland could play Lance. He'd be hilarious as Lance. Cause you ain't gotta take himself seriously. And then of course Peach. Who would play Peach? Man, who could play Peach? Who could play Peach? Wow. I'm trying to think an actor who could play Peach. You know what? You could diversify. that kid from Blackish, the one played not the one that played the older brother, but the younger brother, Miles. He could play Peach. Let's diversify our portfolios up in this mug. Man, you know how sick that would be, man. Voltron movie? What? That'd be Spitfire, man. I'd be the first to buy my ticket, man. I'd be the first sitting in movie theaters. See, this is my disgust with Hollywood. Instead of doing amazing things like that, they don't do it. You got Voltron right there. You got Ronin Warriors. You got Techno Man. You got Gundam Wing. Okay, that's another one. Now that I think about it, Gundam Wing came from the idea of Voltron. That's where the ideas like that, because Gundam Wing was in the 1980s too, but it came after Voltron. So like I told you, Voltron spawned a lot of ideas. G-Force, that's another one. G-Force right there, man. Voltron would be such a sick movie, dude. It would be no doubt be a global. I bet you it would make $2 billion if Voltron came out. But you know, these movie people are just idiots. They keep making the same trashy movies all the time. They keep doing remakes because they're so spineless and scared. They don't want to take any chances. Yet they say, "Oh, we take chances." No, you don't. Because if you took chances, you would make other movies. You'd make other things. There's other things to do. There's Ronin Warriors. There's Voltron. There's Ronin Warriors. There's Thundercats. There's Brave Star. There's what am I leaving out? Man, there's Exo Squad. There's all kinds of stuff you can make, but nah. You're gonna be bull jiving and making bull jive. So yo, that's Voltron, man. Today, that was totally insanely awesome. You know, I want to recap on everything I talked about with Voltron today, and man, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Voltron origins, the history of Voltron, how the origins is the original OG Voltron from 1984. Then you're talking about how it spawned into other different cartoons. Then you got the history, because the history comes when they start to create other cartoons, right? And then you've got different things like Legendary Defender and Voltron Force, and then the Fleet of Doom, which was the animated movie, and all these different things that we're doing with Voltron. Then you had characters: Keith, Lance, Peach, Hunk, Princess Allura, Synth, and King Zarkon, Witch Hagar, and then Prince Lothar. I mean, it's just nuts, man. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm over here. You know what? I'm over here doing. There we go. Prince Lothar. Yep. Yo, that's Voltron, man. I mean, you got. This episode is like the episode I did on Thundercats. There's a whole lot of info. You know what I'm saying? It's just a gajillion info. Man, it's just a gajillion info, man. Voltron is the sickest. One of the sickest cartoons. I mean, look at it. God, this cartoon is so sick. Yeah, I bent it a little bit, but I fixed it. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Look at that. Thon, 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 thon. Oh, you know, I went all out when I did Voltron. Look at the detail on the drawing, man. I wasn't playing, man. But yo, that's Voltron right there, man. Top 5 greatest cartoons of all time. You can't push it out of the top 10. There's no way you're pushing Voltron out of the top 10. Anybody in their right mind would know Voltron is top 5. And if you just wanted to stroke it, no matter what you said to me, there's no way I'm letting you push it out of the top 10. It's top 10, period. Like, nothing can stop you. You got Thundercats, you got Gargoyles, you got X-Men, the anime series from 1992, you got Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you got Voltron, and I'm pretty sure I said Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men from the 1990s, Gargoyles, and Voltron. That's the top 5 cartoons of all time, like straight up. Then maybe number 6 is Dragon Ball Z, and then number 7 could be maybe either you got Techno Man. I feel like Techno Man number 6, because Techno Man's top 10. You got Exo Squad, man. You got all these amazing cartoons, but yo, that's Voltron right there. I'm over here diverting from the thing I'm focused on, but yeah, that's Voltron, man. So yo, it's been an opposite episode. Before we get up out of here, because talking about Voltron got me all hyped up. Before we get up out of here, we gotta talk about these amazing new products that we got. First things first, can't forget the water bottle, because I've been drinking it. You know what I'm saying? So go get your water bottle today on soundvision.com. Look awesome. You know what I mean? Then we've got things we got. Travel neck pillows. We're going into summer. You gotta travel, so guess what? Your neck don't need to just be dangling on the plane seat. Guess what it needs to do? It needs to have security. See that right there? My neck all sturdy and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Just passing out on the plane right there. Just That's what we need to be doing right there. You know what I mean? Then you got this. This is an amazing travel neck pillow, but it comes in 2 designs. You got Cardiac Assassins Classic version 5 right here. They got the Classic on this side, and this is also available on Salvation Army multiple characters: Cardiac Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Voltron, Turtles, Mega Man. Wait till you go see the Voltron's travel neck pillow on our website. It looks sick as hell, man. So that's Voltron right there. Then of course, like I stated before again, it's summer. People are traveling, but people are also going to the beach. If you need a towel, that's right. We got towels now. Oh yes, towels. You got to go visit SanusiVision.com. Check this out. Double-sided. Carjacks on this side. Then you got the Assassins on this side right here. That's the towels we're working with. They can see the detail of it, man. And y'all, I've had this towel for a good minute. When I'm talking 4 or 5 years right now. It is not faded not once. And when I say soft, it is soft on your face, man. Look at it, man. It is soft on your face. It is super soft. So yo, SanusiVision.com. Go get your towel on SanusiVision.com and get your awesomeness and look cool when you clean yourself. Look cool when you're at the beach. They're gonna be like, who is that on the cactus? Right there? Be like, oh, that's that Cardiac Assassins, man. The new greatest animation series ever created. You know what I mean? So yo, that's towels right there. Then next up, we got t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? We got t-shirts. You got the Blade t-shirt right here. But we got different characters too. I want you to see it in detail, right? Look at this Blade t-shirt. Classic in the back, the most modern version of it in the front. I mean, when I mess with Blade, I go Blade hard. And Blade is my favorite character right there. You know what I'm saying? Blade is my favorite character. It's not the Cardiac Assassins universe. When it's not my characters, the original Cardiac Assassin universe, Blade is number 1, followed by Iron Man number 2, Wolverine's number 3, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Batman number 4, then Techno Man. You know what I'm saying? And Black Panther number 5. That's right. That's my top 5 list right there. Ain't nobody lists better than that. They go hard. You feel me? You know what I mean? So yo, that's Blade right there. And then of course, since we're talking about t-shirts, let's talk about sweatpants too. So I'm gonna go back to these sweatpants. And guess what I got on here? All kinds of characters over here. Got Ryu, Iron Man, Mega Man, Captain America, Sam Wilson, and guess what on this side? Blade, Leonardo, Wolverine, Panther on this side. And when I flip it, oh yeah, I'm about to show you this dude last. You got Batman, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Spider-Man, Black Lightning. Then on this side, you got Black Panther, War Machine, Techno Man, and guess who? Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Yeah, you see him. You know you see him. Shoot, let me show him real good so you can see it. You know you see it. Shoot, my computer's about to go to sleep. Don't go to sleep now. Don't do it to me. Look at this. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. You know you see him. That's right. I told you. Look at that. Voltron, Defender of the Universe, right there at the bottom of my pants. You know how often I wear these pants and feel like, whoa, you got Voltron? Yeah, I got Voltron, man. Are you kidding me? I ain't messing around with man, you better get somewhere with that Voltron, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what else I got? I got more t-shirts for y'all. Since we talking about t-shirts, guess what I got here? Another all-star t-shirt. And this one's got a lot of my drawings on there. As you can see the Cardiac Assassins characters right there. Cajun, Escalade, Glassguy, Spin, Sinsphere, Shepherd, Diesel, and then of course Sphinx, of course. They've got other characters on there. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got Blade on here. You know what I'm saying? I got Ryu. I got Wonder Woman. I got Wolverine right here. I got Techno Man right here. You know what I'm saying? Then on top I got Iron Man. I got Mega Man. I got Batman over here. What's up? What else I got? Shoot. I got War Machine right there. You know what I'm saying? I got more of my characters. Bolt, Mirage, Silver Spider, you know what I'm saying? Right here, Enigma right there, Silver Spider right there. Then you flip it to the back, man. Guess what I got? Oh yeah, you know I'm pointing to it. You see it. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. You got Storm, Green Lantern, John Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Assassins from the Cardiac Assassin universe. You got Hulk, Captain America, Captain Marvel. Who else you got up in here? Wonder Woman, Flash. You know what I'm saying? You got the Thundercats in the right corner right there. I know you see it. Thundercats right there. You got Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, dude, is there anybody I don't have on this shirt? You got Jaga right there, man. I got everybody in the godmother on this thing. What else I got on here? Let's see here. Yep. You got Panthro. On this side, you got Thundercats. You got Panthro, Lionel. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Lionel. You got Black Lightning, Hulk. So you're saying, man, who don't I have on this t-shirt, man? Then, of course, you got the women's t-shirt. You got Storm. She's representing the ladies, baby. Laying it down. Look at the front of this thing, man. Look at the back on this thing. The detail of my shirts, Yes, there's ladies that love superhero stuff too. That's why I started drawing the characters. That's why a lot of my characters in the Cards of Assassin universe, the women characters, are super strong, powerful, beautiful, gorgeous, intelligent, all the attributes that great women exude. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. Storm right here, man. This t-shirt is sick. Available on round neck or v-neck. And you can get it from any size, from all the way from extra small all the way to 7XL. No, excuse me, 4XL, I believe. In different materials. And we got long sleeve and short sleeve. We got tank tops now too. So, you know, ladies, I'm going to continue to showcase more of our awesome products on the website. And then, of course, last but not least, is our footwear. You know what's up, man. Are you kidding me? Shoot. You know I had to do it. The wedge bata sneakers for the ladies. Wedge batas for the sneakers for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Yo, ladies, wedge batas for the sneakers for ladies, women and girls. Different characters. Look at this. Double-sided art. This is a platinum one, but you can get the basic level too. And we've got new designs going on the website right now, man. New ones we're just doing now. Look at this. Sick as hell. Check this out. Look at this. This is how we're doing it with the wedge batas. We're doing it big, man. Check that out. You know what I mean? The ladies that have bought these sneakers from me, they're like, whoa, these are Spitfire. Yeah, and these rock with jeans, rock with the belt, with the booty shorts that y'all like to wear. It can go with multiple different attire, man. Jeans, regular wear, looking cool, going to the beach, going to a regular movie night, whatever you think of. Ladies, Batas wedge sneakers, man. They are sick. This is the coolest looking sneakers you've ever seen. So ladies, get yours on sunvision.com today, man. And then, of course, you got the low tops. That's right. You know I got to showcase the low tops, man. Look at this thing. I wear these a lot. I love these kicks. They are super comfortable. These are the platinum low tops. I've had these for a good minute, man. Look at this. Beautiful with the art, man. Check that out. You see it? Y'all see it, man. Thing sick as hell, man. Look at the detail of the art. This is the left foot right there. That's the right foot right there. Look at the inside right there. Art's always changing all over the place. I don't keep it the same, baby. You get your money's worth when you get the Batas footwear line. Like I told you, the Batas footwear line, all these shoes I'm showing you, whether it's the low tops like this or the Batas wedge sneakers like this, it's going to be soon enough getting shown on AnadelCenter.com. So get ready, man. The Batas footwear line. So you go get your big Batas today and make your feet feel great on SoundVision.com, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that's our show for today. You know what I'm saying? That's all the cool products we got. Before we get up out of here, we always got to discuss. Guess what? Living life and living healthy. So last few episodes I've been talking about mental health, having a journal that tells your story about everything you're going through and how you're going through it, which is great. And you need to, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you need to record your history. You are the one who knows what you went through, and every day that you get to write something is a blessing. So every day that you come home, write what you went through today, positive or negative. And hopefully you start to see that as you're writing things into your journal, that how you're living your life. And then you can see if you're living positively or if you're living negatively, and do you need to get help. And assuming that you need to get help does not hurt nobody. It benefits you. Don't let anybody talk you out of saying, oh, well, I don't do therapy. It's a bunch of nonsense. People that usually don't want to address the issues they're dealing with, a bunch of suckers. Move away from those people. Move to people that say, look, go get the help you need. There's people out there to help you, man. So let them help you. Don't be ashamed of saying, I want to better myself. Let me tell you, therapy has changed me completely. When I say the outlook of my life has changed, it's completely changed. Energy has always been one of my things, but now that I've changed, like where I'm getting therapy with dealing with stuff I've had to deal with in the past, my traumas, the anxieties that I've had, I ain't got them no more, man. I gotta tell you, my therapist doesn't even say I just need to see him as much anymore, which is a great thing. I've come a long way since last year. I made a contract with myself. I said I was going to do therapy for 2 years, and it's been a year and a half of awesomeness. So I gotta tell you, I love it. And look, since I'm talking about journals, talk about the book that I'm actually reading. It's called Feeling Good. It teaches you a lot of technique, the new mood therapy, and what it does is it has tests in there, it has questions in there. It's able to help you to understand how to live in a positive manner. This is a great read. My therapist encouraged me to get it, so I started reading it, and I love reading it. And look how far I've come. Yeah, it's thick. I be reading it. I be reading it every day. There, that's look at this. I be getting my read on. So I got this much to go. I ain't got that much more to go. I be reading, man. This book right here is so good. Feeling Good, you know, look at this. This is the back right here, and this is the front right here. Look, anybody that wants to help themselves, this is a great book to read. It's great for mental health, man. It really is. So don't let nobody talk you out of being the best version of yourself. Talk yourself into being the best version of yourself. You are your biggest cheerleader. So believe in yourself, know yourself, and better yourself, and get healed up on yourself. Get healed up, man. That's the key word right there. Get healed up. Because when you are mentally right, everything else going to fall in line. I guarantee. Look at me. I'm living my dream. Y'all, 2024 is my best life I've ever lived. It's the best year of my life when I say that, man. So, yo, that's mental health. I'm going to make it a conscious effort to make it that every episode I talk about it. I just want to show y'all that book because I feel like it was important. So now, let's get back to the stuff that I don't want to forget. Before I get up out of here, as I stated before, Cards of Assassins, the first official comic book, is coming out. And when this book drops, it is going to be a banger. Oh, it's going to be sick as hell, man. Version 6 of the characters, too. So, of course, you know, this is version 1, version 2, 3, and then version 5. Now, in the bio books, this is version 1 of the book, version 2, and version 3. Now, what's available on the website is this book right here, the Cards of Assassins Bible, which tells you about the characters' height, weight, you know, everything where they're from. You can see the Carjacks, the heroes, the awesome heroes, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, Sphinx, trying to defend the universe and the galaxy from the evil menace known as the Assassins, led by Lord Sanusi, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, Seth, you know what I'm saying? And they have to defend the universe. But just because you get this version 5 on the website, now if you, like me, you like classic things, you can always send me an email saying, hey, you know what? I ordered the version 5, but do you have the version 1 available? Or do you have the version 2 of the comic bio book available? Because I've only had 3 versions. 1, 2, and 3. So all 3 are available upon order, but what's on the website right now is the version 5. But if you want version 1, hey, holla at us. Send us an email so we can say, you know what, I ordered version 5, but what I really want is version 1. So get your read on so you can understand what's going on when the first official Cards of Assassins comic book comes out. You're going to be like, OMG. And when I tell y'all it's going down, it's going down. You see, I would have never gotten to this point if I didn't start doing this. If I didn't choose to go better myself, start therapying, this would have not improved. So this made this even greater. You know what I'm saying? It made it even greater. Yes, my journal, I journal every single day. I journaled before I got on this episode. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. This therapy in myself has made this universe so much greater. It is, even the new animation intro that I'm making for Cards of Assassins, oh Lord have mercy. I'm almost tempted every day to put it on my website, but I won't do it because I know I ain't got no business doing it. I just got to keep going because right now I just finished the part with the Carjacks. Now moving on to the Assassins, the animation series. It is on and popping. And yes, this is a pendant my mother gave me. It means to be king of your own kingdom. Look at that. Yeah, it's sick as hell. You will never see this anywhere else, man. King of your own kingdom. It's my pendant. It's made life. The energy of this pendant is amazing. The energy that I'm using is made this possible. And this is made me possible because of this. And this has grown this universe. See, when I created Cards of Assassin universe, I had anxiety. I had heavy trauma. Now, all those weights have gone away. I'm talking about like I'm making sounds. I'm writing episodes. I've written 2 seasons of Cards of Assassin animation series already. 5 books are ready to go already. Ready to be written. Yo, I ain't playing no games, man. So, you know, I decided focusing on getting healed up and I put everything on hold. Even Cards of Assassins, I continued creating, but I was like, I'm not putting out nothing till I get healed up. And once I've gotten healed up, I said it's game time, game to go. So now I'm healed up. Guess what's going down? It's game time. Y'all, when I tell y'all I'm coming, I'm coming. No hater can stop me. No negative energy can stop me. I've chosen to be successful. And there ain't a dang thing, no hater, no person that don't want me to succeed can stop me. Like I say, man, you got to understand something. You've got friends and then you've got associates. You ain't got that many friends. You got 2 at the maximum. Everybody else is an associate. Keep people where they belong in your life. Close friends, close family members, and close friends. Everybody else is an associate, man. Know who's who. You know what I'm saying? So that's Cards of Assassin comic book. Ready, bio book available on soundvision.com so you can get ready for the first official Cards of Assassins bio comic book, man, because it's going to be a beast mode. What? Talking about greatest of all time type of comic book. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I do it big time. When I go hard. This gift from the universe, the ability to draw, the ability to write, the ability to create, which is the biggest word, has led to this right here. So it's going down, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's our show for today, man. Before we get up out of here, we got to thank these sponsors. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from pediatricians to plumbers and everything in between, get your search on at Tigler.com. That's Tigler.com. Don't wait, search today, y'all. Like I told y'all, man, Tigler.com is the best search engine out there. Look at my pendant. It keeps flipping to the other side. I don't want this flipping. You need to stay on the right side, man. You know what I mean? And it's the best search engine out there. If you're looking for professionals, landscapers, contractors, nurses, caregivers, plumbers, carpenters, I'm trying to think what else you might need. Even mechanics. You can find it on Tigler.com. If you're looking for the best professionals to do what they do, shoot. How about car washers? People always need to clean their car. Tigler.com. You got to go on Tigler.com, man. That is where that. Trust me. And indirectly, Tigler, like I told you before, Tigler is coming with a YouTube channel soon. They are coming soon. Get ready for their social media platforms. You might even see them at a mall. That's right. They might have banners at the mall. So you better get ready. I told you. Tigler, they bosses. They doing big time things. You better get ready. You better ask somebody. Tigler.com, y'all. So get your search on Tigler.com. And also, too, this podcast is brought to you by Anadel for the Nanko. Don't live for foot pain. Let Anadel for the Nanko make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. So, y'all, that's our show for today, man. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty excited. I've been waiting for Voltron. Tried like 8 episodes waiting for Voltron because I have to get the whole Carjacks universe, the Carjacks, the heroes out the way first. Each individual character, then the whole team. Now, I had to do an interlude. And this is what this episode was. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I want to thank y'all for listening, man. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke Jr. Look at how I say that proudly. This is what happens when you heal up, man. You know what I mean? You got that energy, man. And I want to, please check out our website, at soundofficial.com, for all the cool stuff we got. From my podcast, 2 water bottles, 2 glasses cases. Yes, we ain't making glasses yet, but we're working on it. I know y'all think my glasses is sick as hell. I think they sick as hell too. Glasses cases, man. Got to be glasses cases. I'm trying to be like Shannon Sharp, wear my glasses. I got no shame in wearing them. I love them. But these glasses are amazing. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you got baseball caps. You know what I'm saying? Baseball caps. Baseball caps. If you love baseball caps. We got beanies. So, it's all kinds of cool stuff on soundvision.com, man. You know what I'm saying? Beanies as well. Look at this. Reversible, too. Double-sided beanies. That's what we're doing over here. Shoot. And then, of course, the art part. Posters. Who doesn't love a poster? You got to love a poster, man. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. This comes in multiple sizes, too. 11 by 17, 13 by 19, canvas, print, 24 by 36. You know what I'm saying? So we got all kinds of stuff, man, with Voltron going down, man. You know what I mean? So, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, at Sounders Vision. If you love great podcasts, if you love great content, you got to subscribe to our Sounders Vision YouTube channel. Because guess what? That's the future. I'm getting tired of artists whining about lack of opportunity. Learn to create opportunities for yourself. Your YouTube channel is the opportunity. Your YouTube channel ain't no different than anybody else who have a YouTube channel. Anybody else who's famous, whether it's Shannon Sharp with Uncap, Nightcap, or Club Shay Shay, or Stephen A. Smith with his show, or Pivot, or whoever else you can think of that's got a show, man. Or the Kelsey brothers that I watch their show too, or Cam Newton. I watch all these amazing people creating their own content, and what do they all have in common? They've chosen to take their own future in their own hands. They ain't waiting for nobody. They got their own production companies. They're doing their own thing. Look, this era of you waiting for somebody to do something for you, it's over, man. Get off your you-know-what and get to work. Why you think I joined forces with Tigler and Anadel? Look at that. Look at where I am. If I hadn't started what I started on my own, Anadel right now would not be saying, hey, Batas, Adewale, can Anadel join? Can we have the Batas be the footwear of our website? You know how cool that is, man? Or Tigler wouldn't be saying, hey, Sound of Vision, can we join forces with you so we can make you one of our official parts of our search engine? This is what I'm talking about. Having your own YouTube platform. Like how many subscribers I've got. I remember when I started, I was like, I could barely get people to see my videos. Now when I pop that thing, wake up in the morning like, OMG. I'm so proud of how I've gotten with this YouTube channel. You have to subscribe and build your stuff somewhere. So people love to listen here. See here. Not the other way around. There's that era of just listening to a podcast. That ain't good enough anymore. That ain't gonna work. Get off your you-know-whats. Get to editing your videos. Get to making good stuff. Making good content. Talk about good stuff every week. Or whatever your frequency of your episodes are. But let people subscribe to the channel. And do the work. Be consistent. Put it out all day, every week, every day, every week, every day, every week, every day, every week. You got to be on it, man. You know what I mean? So, and please, check out our social media platform. Social media platforms at at YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Well, however long TikTok is around, because I keep ripping into them. They some shadow banning losers. They some bums. TikTok, y'all need to stop shadow banning your own users. The future of social media for me, and the past of it, has always been YouTube. YouTube is a great platform to put your stuff on. Artists that whine about opportunity or lack of opportunity, you got YouTube, man. Stop crying and put your stuff up on YouTube. Every single day, every single week, be consistent. I'm putting up 4 videos a day, 4 or 5 videos a day, literally, on my social media platforms. I'm talking about my YouTube, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Instagram, and my X. All 5, every single time, all the time. You even got Twitch now too. That's for gamers. I'm even on there too. I'm not playing no games, man. I got to get my stuff up. It's just where it gotta be. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in that work, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like putting in your own thing. You got to do your own thing. There's nothing like it. I don't care what anybody says. You owe it to yourself to build what you want to build and to grow it in the way that you want to grow it. Stop waiting for people to do stuff for you. This is an era of independence, man. Take advantage of that independence. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Take advantage of it. Don't play yourself. Love what you do and go do it with a passion. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said before, man, you got to go after your stuff. You got to build it yourself. So, so please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace. That's Cajun right there, man. You know what I mean? So that day, as I stated before, I want to focus on each character. I'm gonna keep going like this. Every 10th episode, I'm gonna focus on a Cardiac Assassin's character till I get to the last characters. Until I get to the last character in the Cardiac Assassin universe, the Coyotes. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna talk about them all. Cajun, which I'm doing today. Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Cynthia, Shepard, Diesel. Then of course the Assassins. Sanusi, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes. I'm going to talk about all of them. It's going to be an awesome long streak of podcast episodes, but it's going to be sick, man. So that's our show for today. Now, that's our show for today. And before I get into talking about all the cool new products we got, as I said before, talking about Cajun was important to me, right? Because I had to focus on his origins, his history, his abilities, comics and animation and movies. And even though you don't know as much about them, but I feel like because the first official Cardiac Assassin comic book is coming out, I got to tell you about them. Because when the comic book comes out, you got to go copy you a bio book before the comic book comes out so you can understand what's going on with the characters, right? Because the first official Cardiac Assassin comic book is coming out. And when that book comes out, it changes everything. I guarantee I'm going to have companies looking for me. Like, oh, how can we work with you? Oh, we can offer you this. You can't offer me anything. You can't offer me anything that I already don't have. It's like my job. If I do my job, no amount of money a job pays me will ever equal the amount of money I can make for myself. A job that I have now, I do it because it's just good. It pays me decent, literally decent, and it doesn't get in my way. I went and got a job that would not get in my way of my dream. That's literally what I did. I wasn't looking for a manager position. I just wanted to have a regular day job so it wouldn't get in my way so I could do my art dream. So everything I did for my art that made money for my website and everything like that, I could funnel it towards my dream. And then my job would just pay for my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Like, like now I just paid for the LA Comic Con 2024. These are the things that I've started doing. I used to go to a bunch of comic expos. I said, nah, I changed my mind. I'm going to start limiting. When the pandemic came, I figured out a way to exist without the comic expos. And I was like, I'm not going back to the comic expos. I don't need it. I'm going to go when I want to go. So instead of going to 5, 6, 7 shows a year, shoot, I go to 2 a year. That's it. I don't need to go every month. I don't need to do that. People that do that really don't have no independence. It's like you're really dependent on a structure. I don't want to depend on a structure. You know what I mean? So the Cajun today focusing on the things that are going to help me get to where I need to go, because Cajun is a part of a bigger universe, which is the Cardiac Assassin universe. You know what I mean? It's important that I keep on growing each individual character, and it's important that I talk about each individual character, because as the first official Cardiac Assassin comic book comes out, you have to understand how each character came, and then each character became part of the whole universe, and then how they all joined forces, whether it's the Carjacks and whether it's the villains, and how the Carjacks versus the Assassins all came together like that. How the heroes, the Carjacks and the Assassins finally met up, and it's on and popping. So that's Cajun today. Cajun is the central figure of the Cardiac Assassin universe. Sanusi is just the antagonist who makes the Cardiac Assassin universe go. But Cajun is the reason why the whole thing started. You know what I mean? Calling upon his brothers, his sister, his 2 friends, and his dream girl, and joining forces and making the whole thing just like boom. Because he's the center. He's the designer of the costumes. He's the designer of their armor. All the technology they have, all Cajun. All the weapons they have, all Cajun. You know what I'm saying? So, that's our show for today. But before we get up out of here, we got to show you our cool, awesome products that we got. You know we got to do the cool, awesome products, man. Of course, let's start off with the bio books. Shoot, why not? if you want to buy a book, this is available on soundvision.com. You got to go get your buy a book on soundvision.com. You know what I mean? And then, of course, water bottles. I'm always going to stress the water bottle deal. Who doesn't need water? You got to stay hydrated. You know what I mean? And we got them in different characters, too. Cardiac Assassins, Cajun, Blade, Iron Man. You should see the Cajun water bottle on the website. Oh, it's sick. So, you know, water bottles. And then, of course, laptop cases. Man, as you can see, Cardiac Assassin laptop cases, right? And then you flip it, another version of the Cardiac. So on this side is Cardiac Assassins version 1 of the Cardiac Assassins, the original. And then on this side is the version 5 of them, right? And it's waterproof. Yes, y'all are wondering, it is waterproof. Then, of course, you're wondering what the inside looks like. All nice and dandy. And it's durable, too. Dude, I've had this thing for, shoot, man, probably going on, it might be going on 4 years now. Still looks brand new. I've had it for a long time. It's durable. It'll make your laptop, it'll keep your laptop clean. I mean, look at how clean it is. You know what I'm saying? Laptop cases. We're doing laptop cases now too. And then next up is the Bata Sport ones. If you love to exercise, and I know a lot of y'all love to exercise, you gotta go get your Bata Sport ones. Check that out. You know what's different? And what's different about shoes? Look at shoes. Look at the art. Different on both sides, so you can see it. Comparisons. You can definitely see that we're making awesome shoes here at Sound Vision. Look at this, right? And then you flip it on the inside of them. It's the same thing. Look at the inside of that, and you can tell by the foot space, the base of the shoe is durable. It's gonna protect your feet. Y'all know about my foot pain, so I was not gonna just wear any kind of shoe. I gotta wear a shoe that makes my feet feel awesome. And that is what's going on here. Look at this. Awesomeness. You know what I mean? So, yo, Bata Sport ones available on soundvision.com. Go get your pair today. We got them in multiple characters. Cardiac Assassins, Cajun, Glocks, Escalade, Rasputin, Diesel Shepherd, Blade, Iron Man, Batman. We got them for men and women. You know what I mean? So, and the good thing about these shoes is that is the support. They were designed by me because as you know, I always tell y'all my history. I've had a lot of foot pain, so I can't just wear any shoe. I have to wear a shoe that really actually gives me support and is going to support my feet. So the Bata Sport ones, these are the sickest pairs of shoes you want to get. Look at these things, man. They're sick. And we got them in multiple colors too. Blue, red, gray, black, purple. Oh, man, it's so many color schemes. Check this out, man. And the art is sick as hell. And then we've redesigned it. So these are the Sport ones, man. And check out the logo, man. I'm so proud of that, man. You know what I mean? Look at that. The logo is right there, dude. Look at that. That's sick as hell, man. We're doing big things on Sound Vision. So, y'all, Bata Sport ones available on soundvision.com. Join the movement and let your feet be happy, man. You know what I mean? And then, of course, can't forget our bomber jackets. Yes, I'm wearing one right now. Check this out. This is a platinum bomber jacket, marble velvet. Oh yeah, this is the platinum. This is the cream. This is the king of the bomber jackets right here on our website right here. You got to go get yours. And let me flip it so y'all can see the back. You know what? Let me take it off so y'all can see the back. So y'all can know what's up. Check that out. Look at this. Man, look at that thing. You know what I mean? Well, first I'm going to show you this one right here. Look at this. Cardiac Assassins bomber jacket. Yeah, we doing big things in Sound Vision. Waterproof right here, y'all. Yeah, y'all know what's up. Look at this. Look at the arm on that thing, man. Oh my God. And then this is the classic version on this side right here. Then you flip it to the back. Look at that. Waterproof. You know how many compliments I get on this, man? We already selling a whole bunch of them. And you got to remember, my bomber jackets are customized. So they're individualized. They're not for, let me take this one off and put, they're individualized. You know what I mean? So they're individualized. Check this out. Let me put this on. They're individualized. So look, let's check out this bomber jacket, the marble velvet one. You know what I mean? We doing over here big things. If you want a jacket, man, you got to go visit soundvision.com. We doing big time things right here. See, I'm putting it on a mannequin so y'all can see it. I want you to be able to see the whole jacket as a whole. Check this out. Look at this. Marble velvet, man. Platinum. Look at that. Look at the detail. And you see how it changes? You see how the light changes the reflectors on it? Yeah, it's got reflectors. That's how sick my jackets are. Custom design made by yours truly. Look at the front, man. Classic Cardiac Assassins. And then on the right side, you got the version 5 on this arm right here, right? Look at this. Look at how it's changing the light on that, man. Man, we doing big things over here at Sound Vision. And then check this left arm out. Look at that. Man. Then if you go here, Look that out. Look at that. Look at that out. Man, that's sick as hell. Carjack for Assassins right there. You know what I mean? More classic. This is what we do on the Sound Vision. Bomber jackets, man. So get your pair today on soundvision.com. We doing big things in Sound Vision, man. We got beanies. We got t-shirts. So you can see the t-shirt on me. Man, everything we do is creme de la creme. We ain't playing around. That's all I'm going to say. We ain't playing around. You know what I mean? We are not playing around. So, yo, that's all the cool stuff we got today, man. You know what I mean? We doing big things. So, y'all, I want to thank you for listening. And before I forget, can't forget the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book is coming out soon, y'all. So make sure you go get this bio book so you can understand what's going on, which is what I spoke about all day today. So you can know what's going on in the Carjack for Assassins universe, so you can be ready when the first official Carjack for Assassins comic book comes out. Because when it does, it's a game changer. Don't get left behind now. Get in front of the game, baby. Get in front of the game. You know what I mean? So, yo, before we get up out of here, we got to thank our sponsors. You know what I'm saying? This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services, from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, that's get on Tigler.com. That's get your search on Tigler.com. Get your search on Tigler.com. And don't wait, search today. That's Tigler.com. You can find all the best kind of professionals, contractors, plumbers, pediatricians, landscapers, you name it, it's on Tigler.com. The best search engine out there, man. And also, too, this Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Anadel for the ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel for the ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for listening, man. You know what I'm saying? This has been an amazing episode. As I stated before, every 10th episode, I always like to focus on my characters. And usually I focus on the entire Carjack for Assassins universe. But as the Carjack for Assassins comic book is coming out, as I told y'all, I started to focus on each individual character so you can know what's up. So today was Cajun. So I'm grateful to have talked to him. I'm grateful that y'all get to listen to him and get to hear about him. So thank you for listening, man. So thank you for listening, y'all. This Sound Vision podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Agboke Jr. Please check out our website, soundvision.com, for all the cool stuff we got. You know what I'm saying? Glasses cases. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Journals. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're doing in Sound Vision, man. What else? Shoot. Water bottles. You know what I'm saying? We doing all kinds of cool stuff, man. And of course, can't forget there's Bata Sport Ones. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing right here, Sound Vision. Footwear. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? So we doing big things on Sound Vision. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the beauty of my website is that everything social media platform allows you to have independence. So you got to use it. So all the cool stuff and everything is custom on our website. It ain't no generic. We're making it for you. When you order it, I'm literally designing it for you. It ain't just some order just waiting there. No, we make it from scratch. Y'all see me doing the sewing machine thing, and how I use my sewing machine, how you see me making stuff. So you know it's individual. We got beanies, bucket hats, you name it, we doing it all on Sound Vision, man. And please subscribe to our podcast on our YouTube. Subscribe to our podcast on our YouTube channel at Sound Vision. Let me tell you something. I used to be on Apple, Spotify, all these different platforms. And I said, I gotta get off of here. And sure enough, it was a smart move, because now I was getting emails about how all these platforms are going bye-bye. I was like, oh, I'm taking my stuff off that, because nobody just wants to be hearing you. People want to see you. So I was like, I'm shifting my podcast over to YouTube channel. And that was the best move I ever made. That was the smartest move I ever made. So I'm so grateful I did it, because now we got a whole bunch of followers, we got a whole bunch of subscribers, and we're building I'm building an amazing following. And it's most importantly, it's my platform. I get to decide what goes on there. You know what I'm saying? So yo, follow us on our YouTube channel, subscribe, and so you can get notifications and alerts on our new episodes every week on Mondays, y'all. You know what I mean? And please check out our social media platforms at YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Now, TikTok, however long more we have it in America, hey, we'll ride it out. But even if we don't have it anymore, I ain't tripping, because I got YouTube, I got Facebook, I got X, I got Instagram. The two big dogs to me are really YouTube and Facebook. I see more X as more of like X is great, but I feel like it feels like a gossip platform sometimes, but you still got to use it. And having these social media platforms, if you're an artist and you don't have a social media platform, you're lying to yourself. A lot of artists, the problem with them is that they think that, oh, social media, everybody's in my business. How can excuse me? How can everybody be in your business when you ain't putting out your business. Makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So as an artist, you need it. It's a free platform. Excuse me, y'all. And it's the one thing we've been waiting for all as artists, so we can be independent. So you can sell your stuff. You can sell your stuff on TikTok. You can sell your stuff on YouTube. You can sell it on Instagram. All these platforms have shops. So if you can't create a website, then create it on your social media platform. That's the whole point of social media, to help you grow your business. Like I do custom stuff. I don't need to like beg like a grocery store or a department apparel store to let me put my stuff in there. I'm not doing that. I used to have these phone numbers I would call every month, every week, trying to speak to somebody at Macy's or Costco or wherever it is I was trying to put my apparel in. I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't need to. Once the pandemic came and I figured out a way to get out my products, I said, forget this. I'm done. I'm social media and this thing all the way. So look, as a creator, let social media do the work for you, man. Don't play yourself. You know what I mean? Get your social media on, because YouTube is such a powerful tool. Not only is it your channel, but it's a marketing platform. So is Facebook. So is TikTok, for however long it's going to be around for. Instagram and X. You got to use them because they'll grow your business. Trust me. When I say my website visit rate has went up, it's went up a crazy percentage number. I'm not telling you the number, but trust me, it's so high, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, and please, don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Believe in your dreams. Don't let no one, and I mean no one, tell you what you can and what you can accomplish. Do it to the best of your abilities. Stay safe, y'all. Have a great week. Peace.